Alright, there's a train headed towards the city of Mojave, but we're not quite in the Mojave Preserve yet. On our way home, we stopped to help out some other hikers, and we thought maybe you could help out as well. A few of you may find yourself passing through this way. We are on Highway 58, just east of Tehachapi, and if you take the Cameron Road exit and go to the north side of the freeway, you'll see the PCT crossing. The hikers have to take a short road walk from over there, down across this bridge, and then regain the trail over here. This big metal thing is just covering a culvert, but it's also where people drop off lots of water, and as you can see here, there was not much water when I got here, just lots of empty jugs. Since we carry so much water into the desert, we had plenty to leave 3 gallons, and I also left a Gatorade, which made me really happy, but also I'm thinking, it's a long ways between water sources out here, so if you can stop and drop off a gallon or two, that'd be great, thanks. Alright, let's head into the preserve. And look at that, we're only a few miles into the park and Roxana spotted another desert tortoise. We stopped to make sure the tortoise wasn't trying to cross the road, but since it's traveling along and not across, we're just going to take a few photos and get out of here. We've already disturbed it more than enough. That's a big one. We'll be sure to fill out a tortoise sighting report with the rangers before we leave the park. Arrived at 10 a.m. It's now noon. Just us. We're in the Mojave National Preserve. This is Keystone Canyon at the foot of the New York Mountains, which we'll be climbing tomorrow. And I'm enjoying the sun, but we do also have the nice shade structure because the sun, even as much as we love it, it gets to be too much at some point. The tent is blowing over a little bit because that pole came apart. We're making it work for now. And the tent is huge. There's plenty of space in there for us. Tomorrow we'll go way up that mountain past anything we can see here, but we drove all night, so now that the sun is down, we're going to bed. But first we'll add just a couple sticks to our fuel tab fire and have a couple marshmallows. Look at that. Biggest fire you're ever going to see us have. Alright, after a beautiful sunrise, we're going to get on the trail. Now we're testing out the little cart. It is really not rigged together right, but this is just a test. We're not going very far. Go on, show them, Roxana. Pretty easy walking. We got a lot of stuff in there, and we're going to bring it up a ways. My plan is to use this to carry water down a very long dirt road in Death Valley at some point, and we're just going to test it on this little, we got about 3/4 mile of road. We're going to try it out, see how it goes. Cart will be perfect for what it's made for, but this road's just a little too rough. We're going to set it down. There go the first people we've seen since yesterday morning. Nobody's been out here. One truck, big 4x4, making its way out to the mine and back. They're staying ahead of us, but only just barely. Yeah, we're caught right up to them. Boy, this is a rough road. Old rail. Nice big view. Castle Mountains out there. Made it to the first mine. I do not go in mines. But, wow, look at this. See, last time we were here, we're still kind of at the tail end of the drought. It's been wet this year, and there is water flowing out of this thing. It just sinks back into the ground right there because it's so dry everywhere. But that sure is flowing water right there. This is quite a spring. Somebody's watching us. Flowing water in the desert. Pretty disgusting though, coming out of a copper mine with all kinds of sulfur around here. There's so much sulfur you can smell it. That water would not be tasty. We're in between LA and Vegas. There's a lot of planes. Depending on the altitude, the contrail is just disappearing right behind them. Even the higher up ones, the contrails are gone almost instantly. Super dry air just sucks up any moisture. Like the spring over here, and another reason we need to get moving. All the birds and lizards and things are gathering around. We're keeping them away from the spring, unfortunately, by being there. So we're moving away. Pretty crazy. This mine is about to just be completely gone. I don't know what'll happen to this route. Crazy stuff. I don't know how far it goes, but that's a big shaft. Opening is mostly caved in here, but You could easily go in there, but it sure smells bad like sulfur. It smells like a good place to die. I can't risk getting trapped in a mine myself, so no, I stay out. Up. Started out there somewhere. Alright, we could stand up again. That was a crawl for both of us. Been absolutely nuts, but we're doing it. Finally off of our hands and knees and walking again. Finally on the little trail for a bit. We'll be route finding again after the top here. Made it up the rough part. We're at this little saddle. Caruthers Canyon is behind us and the peak is still way up there. But we're taking lunch and yeah, it gets a lot easier after this. A lot easier. Okay.
Liar.
Beautiful spot. Almost to 7,000 feet. It's been rough. We are on the other side of the mountain now. Well, there's no way I'm getting up on that. It's just too crazy. But we're up here again. Maybe I'll fool around in there a little bit. That's the very top, but it requires figuring out how to get up on there, which, no. It was 53 this morning at sunrise, and that's at 5,200. Then as we started coming up, it got up to about 83 at some point of the hike. Now it's 79 up here at 7,400. We are on the saddle between the two peaks. That rocky tall peak is actually New York 2, and to my right is New York 1. New York 1 is fairly easy to get to, but it's so late and we're so tired, we're just not even going to go up there. There'll be a link in the description and at the end to my 2017 hike where I did make it up there. But Roxanne has been through more than enough. We'd really like to get down while there's still some daylight, and this view is pretty spectacular anyway. So, we're taking a last look down 4th of July Canyon, some of the most remote residences in the country down there, and we're going to head down the mountain. Well, she's about ready to kill me for how rough this has been, but look at that, we're back down, almost. Literally sliding on our butts here because we're going the easier way down. We had made our own way up, but it took forever. And this is the standard route up. Where's the cairn? There's a cairn down there. And yeah, the last time I just crawled up this, which was just so scary. I mean, kind of see it's very steep. Sort of our little switchbacks, but it's crazy. And I did the same thing. It's not like, this is not just her, we're both doing this. It's the only way.
It was really rough, but I made it. I was so happy to be back on a regular trail. With 2 miles to go, I saw this, and seconds later, it got dark.
You probably can't make it out, but that is a mountain lion print. We've been seeing bighorn sheep tracks all day long, so there's plenty of food for a lion out here. And we've seen enough coyotes and coyote prints to say that is a cougar or mountain lion print. I don't know how she even spotted it, because it got dark immediately after we started looking at it. While there's a slight chance it might stalk a single person, unlikely it would come after two of us, but we're going to make a lot of noise just to scare it off, just in case. And it will be an otherwise uneventful hike back to the camp. Just hanging out in the sun on the other side of the park. Nice 105 degrees now. We broke camp by 10 a.m., went and saw the Rangers and down at Kelso. And it was warmer in the mountains too. It was 63 this morning instead of 53. But yeah, down here at 1,000 feet, it's about 105. We're going to soak up the sun for a while and head home. Thanks for coming with us.